What is going on? This is a very weird video I'm making. I know one time when I was at home, I almost made like a video saying I'm done YouTube. Uh, that was, oh gosh, if it was when I was living at home and fully living at home, that was probably like 3 years ago at that point. Um, I just felt like I was getting overwhelmed at the time, and I had no time to focus on YouTube specifically. I actually still have it on a hard drive, but I've never posted it. So it's definitely irrelevant at this point. As a lot of people have seen, there have been many people that have retired from YouTube. The big ones that everyone knows about, of course, Tom Scott did one, which was probably the biggest of them. A big one that hit me was when I saw MatPat retire, because I watched like a ton of his Five Nights at Freddy's videos when I was a child. A much bigger one that is basically the inspiration for me getting into YouTube, and the first YouTuber that I watched and subscribed was Captain Sparkles / Jordan Marin. For the people that don't really know, there's a couple others in there. Dan TDM is expecting to Meat Cannon, Stampy. So there's more than just the couple that I listed off. I know just by how that sounds, it makes me think that it makes it sound like I am retiring from YouTube. That is not the case. It's just me also saying I might be putting a little bit of a pause on it. Even though, just looking at one of my other screens, the last video I posted was my bike video 5 months ago. So it already looks like I've been putting a pause on it. So I can't say that I haven't semi-retired. The reason I am making this is more because of the reasons due to the temporary pause and just other things in general, as it's been 5 months. Things have changed, of course, during 5 months of not posting YouTube. Going back, and this is like a time flashback of videos. A lot of these people that I listed off were making videos for 10 plus years. I don't remember what year Captain Sparkles started. Technically, he started off as a Call of Duty player way before he made his Minecraft channel. But I think I was like 8 years old when I started watching him. And I'm 24 now, almost 25 in a couple months. My first YouTube video, if I want to be technical, was back in 2013 when I recorded dolphins on a boat in Florida, just as a vacation that I got to go on with my grandparents. My YouTube career, I'm putting in quotes because I never made any monetization off this. This was just a hobby, I guess, in a way. Was March 20th of 2018. So I have still been doing this for 6 years almost. I did it all 4 years of college, and spread out to the 2 years I've been out of college, almost 3 years now of being out of college, as it is 2024, and I graduated in 21. So I've definitely had my time where I have been making videos almost 7 years, or almost 6 years if I count the fact that it's 2018 and not doing math. So it's been crazy that I've been doing it for this long, and not something I actually thought I would be doing for this long. Now, going into the whole thing of why I have not been making YouTube videos, my current job that I have right now is not a 9 to 5 every day. I'll have different kinds of hours, so maybe one day I'll have like a nice morning-ish shift and come home in a time where I do still have a nighttime. Other days I'll be going in later, but then there's not really much of a night that I have other than cooking and then almost bedtime. Because I don't want to sleep deprive myself, which I've definitely done in the past. Also, I noticed I don't have the exact reason, but either OBS itself or the games I am playing are causing my videos to get I think it's technically called encoding errors, where of course for people that don't really know what that means, it's lag when I'm trying to record. It might be having me walk around at this point, jump like 5 seconds, and then start like its normal pace again. It could easily be how powerful my computer is, so I am playing the game at too high of resolution and too good of settings. However, I might have also overclocked my OBS settings. So there's a lot of figuring that out that I need to do. I was also playing on a very ultra-wide monitor, so could potentially be a part of it, but I don't think, I think I was having the issue as well before I bought those monitors. Right now I do have only one monitor set up, still at the same settings, so I could and I have the day off, so I might try and do a quick Twitch stream to see if a one monitor setup helps with maybe some of the stuff going on in the background. I always made sure I closed out all my other tabs though when I was recording, so that like it didn't have too much going at the same time. So it's a little bit of a learning curve there. Another little bit of like the aspect of gaming with YouTube and settings and stuff. When I think my recordings still work just fine. I don't think the recordings break any software or cause other issues. But when I'm gaming, it's mostly only with friends or on my own personal terms of just like, I want to relax and game. I beat Spider-Man 2, that new PlayStation game, 3 times in about 2 months. And that was the first game that I actually got platinum on. So it's definitely something where I just want to sit back and relax rather than talk to the camera, have to go through a ton of stuff, figuring things out, because when I'm gaming in that kind of a way, I was definitely very quiet, playing against Venom, playing against Scream, characters such as that. I would talk to myself like, you gotta be kidding me, what the heck, stuff like that, but nothing to the extent of where I could just have a conversation and go through that list. And now that my Mac turned off on me, I have to use my iPad. And with the other gaming bits of it, when I'm gaming with my friends, we have like this thing called Fortnite Tuesday, where we've been playing Fortnite a lot on Tuesday nights, just chilling together, having fun. When that goes up, it sometimes turns into a time of us just expressing our feelings, seeing how life is going for each of us. That's not something I want to post because that is personal information of my own when I have to say how I'm feeling, and when others do the exact same thing. It should be something that they can feel they are not going to have recorded information about themselves, and they just want to hang out and have fun with us. So I have not touched a single bit of recording of Fortnite, even though there's maybe a shot of being able to block out Discord video or Discord audio. But I feel like that would be way too complicated. It would then just make it seem like either I'm talking or there's no talking in general. So it would get very complicated. So that brings me into one reason of my own personal not recording. Mental health. So thankfully, I will say, living alone has been great. I haven't had that experience since college, but for those that are in college, thinking of going to college, or just never did any of those 3 categories, there really is a difference of living on your own in college and living on your own outside of college. the only way for me to get around Manchester, where I am living, is on my bike. It is the middle of the winter. So I am either Ubering places that I will go, which is like $7 each way, if I'm just sticking in Manchester, or I have been able to, but it is freezing cold, layering up, and riding my bike in 30-degree temperature. There is snow outside now, so it's a little bit harder to do. Almost all of winter we did not get snow though, so it was a little bit easier. Uh, with mental health, of course, that makes it a little bit harder because then I feel like I'm alone, unfortunately. It definitely takes a toll on like how you feel with that. Certain other things might go on in life that cause issues. I definitely had a lot of that going on through October through December. That's not saying that those were terrible months. I had some moments where there was some good times. Me and my friends went down to New Jersey, and it was really the first time I got to see New York City in a way I can remember during that drive down. Granted, I wish I flew down. I could easily have flown like Manchester to Trenton, which we were staying in Trenton in New Jersey, right next to the airport. But I also went to one of my first concert ticket that I bought, because I did get to go to a concert before college, but that was paid for by the school. This concert was a band that I have been listening a lot to, and I wanted to see for quite a while. It's not the most known, but Motionless in White has a rockish tone, but it is also heavy metal. I like the more rock music of theirs that has some of the heavier-ish side, but also the Linkin Park and Green Day kind of side. So there is some good parts of it. I'm in definitely a much better state than I was back in October and through December. Thankfully, I can't imagine how I would be if it was still in that bad situation. Going a little bit further in that, I am unfortunately moving home. I don't know what that is going to be like. I already did not want to, and I don't like the idea of being at home. Since it's getting warmer now, I plan on, once more stuff is worked out, once more stuff is under control, I get a flow of what it's like being there again, and of course as it warms up, I think I just mentioned that, I'm definitely going to bring my bike out more often. I do have a GoPro, so nice. You've seen the GoPro videos, as of course that was a couple of videos ago on the Piscataqua Rail Trail. I won't be near the Piscataqua Rail Trail because I'll be south of that. But I will be near the Derry Rail Trail that goes all the way into Salem. I don't know what goes on at the new Tuscan Village right at that mall where Rockingham Park is, which Salem, New Hampshire, depending on if you guys know about that or not. The rail trail goes all the way down there, so I can take my bike down there. I can record the path, very similar to the Piscataqua Rail Trail. I could maybe get some good videos of it. I'm going to try and find a flat GoPro mount to put like right on my bike, right where the light is above it, because the bike definitely has like a spot for it. It looks like I would not want to put a GoPro mount on my helmet again or on my chest, because it just did not feel right to wear like that. But if I just stick a little camera on the front of it, it's almost as if it's like recording my safety. So I feel like it'll be a little bit more accepted compared to having a GoPro on my head, like adding 2 to 3 inches of just like a sticking up. Because when I was on the Piscataqua Rail Trail doing that, I definitely felt a little awkward doing it. So it was interesting, to say the least, which I've said many times. So I'm hoping to do that. Being back home during the summer, spring, whatever season it is, if it is not a rainy season, which I really hope it's not, I'd rather it be sunny and a little bit warm. There's things that I can do at home that will get me out of the house. I'll be able to try and find some recording areas to do more outside videos instead of gaming, even though my channel is a very mix of vlog, gaming, and just other stuff in general, similar to this, honestly. As well as maybe in the future, I've got plans for things of maybe focusing on helping others, such as the mental health stuff I was talking about. Because I have friends who have helped me out so much that I'm in a spot where it's getting better, but I am also really understanding how to maybe help people with it as well. And I don't want a lot of people going down the same route of what I did, where, just to give you a heads up, nothing happened to me suicidally. I was not in that bad of a state. I just felt very depressed. To just throw that part out there. So, I was okay, just not head-wise. On the end of this video, just to wrap it up, pretty much, I'm not done with YouTube, but this is definitely not something I'm going to be doing very often. At the moment, I still got bigger priorities I need to work on. For everyone that is or might go through mental health things, of course, you're not alone. People have the same issues. There is plenty of things I have found around my area to try and help out with that. I was a very selfless person that put me in that state, so I found out I did need to be more selfish. As bad as selfish is the term, there is a little bit of selfishness you need to give to yourself to be selfless to others, which is a great way to think about it and make sure that you are doing something you want to do and something that you can do, because there is sometimes some wants that are things you can't really do at that moment, but maybe down the line you can. I don't want to ramble on or make the end of the video sad at all, because this is where I feel like I've definitely gotten a lot better of a point that I want to make more things and go from there. The whole video was... So this is where it's going to come into a little rant, but video's done. If you guys want to, you can cut off. Hope you all have a good rest of your day, and go from there. On the people that are sticking around for like a couple extra, for a minute or two, YouTube has been wild. As I was saying, if I can just pull back up my Mac for a second. Actually, I don't even need to. I was a freshman in college when I made this, so that's 6 years ago. I've been doing this for 6 years as a hobby that takes a lot of time for people to make YouTube videos. I spend, even for a 20-minute video, this is going to be probably an hour of editing. I had the podcast that was going on, which we unfortunately had to kind of break apart due to other people's time frames and just the the people in general had other things going on in life they needed to do. When we first started, I was editing the videos, and a 2-hour podcast would almost take me 2 days to edit. So editing was taking up a lot of my life with YouTube. It's crazy to see people retiring now from YouTube, as I've grown up 10 plus years watching some of those people. I'm very happy Captain Sparkles is still doing some videos. But it's definitely like he's retiring more from Minecraft series, but still doing other things, which is kind of where my iPad just came up with the AI thing. I don't want to say its name again because it's going to probably cut something. But just seeing what is going on with YouTube and all the people that did retire, it really did make me want to figure out what I wanted to do with YouTube. And I did not want to quit on it. I did not want to join the bandwagon of retiring. But it is a little bit of a taking a break, probably, for, even though I've taken a 5-month break already, just until I am back in a place where things are more stable and I can do things the way I want to again. So, one of it is just getting that bike mount. I might still have the GoPro mount for a helmet. I'm hoping it fits on the bike so I don't have to buy if GoPro sells like a flat bike mount. That might be something I get for either my birthday or if it is a cheap item, a one-time purchase. I've basically come down to only buying needs versus wants. So I don't know if I'm going to buy it or not, or if I'm going to wait until June when my birthday comes around. Maybe I could find a way to make it a Valentine's Day gift, as I have basically tried throwing all chocolate out of my life as well. It's not the healthiest thing in the world for you, of course, so that's pretty much why I've done that. I'm trying to get better on health, and just things in general. So, thank you for the people that stuck around for the little bit of a last-minute rant. We'll see how editing this video goes. And hope the rest of the day goes great. Today is a day off for me. I have plans already. And yeah. What a wild time. Hope you guys all have a good day. See ya.